Man, that no sound thing's starting to drive me nuts. Sorry, guys. I've been here talking and no sound. I finally found the trigger for the TMR. That's what I was driving around the whole time this last 25 minutes looking for was the damn trigger for the TMR, and I couldn't figure it out. I stopped. I went to their website and asked questions, and so there's just no trigger. Like the water and the hay, there is no trigger for the TMR. I found it. It's right there, and it finally took it. It's weird that you would. So I'm assuming the manure is only going to be in front of us there. You see the manure trigger inside the barn. He says that it can be on the inside and the outside, and then I assume that this side is going to be the TMR. It's weird to me to put the TMR next to the poo. It just seems like that'd be a really shitty meal, but I'm just saying. But it is what it is. I figured it out. Finally. We just got lucky with me driving around. So, okay, so that's got that one. We got lots of other barns to get to. But I haven't even dropped off hay yet, water yet, or anything, so. Now these ones up here, I'm very curious because weirdly these two picked up. Oh! So. It is pretty, it does seem pretty epic, right? So, look here. So there is a trigger here too for the TMR. There it is. But it's very, very small. Look, there it is. And I don't know why it wouldn't be showing up. This ground's flat as can be. I deleted them and went back and re-flattened the ground. That's how I got the water trigger to work. That's the thing about these barns, guys. If you're going to use this barn, this dairy cow barn, the ground has to be flat, because the water trigger wouldn't work. So, I'm just saying. Now, let's go see what we can do here. So apparently this is just the trigger here. Yep, there it is. Now this one won't have as much, but I meant to check and see if they were going to pick up after each other, but I didn't. Like I did the hay. Remember when I dumped off the hay in that first barn? This barn picked it up. So let's take a look. Nope, it didn't. Isn't that weird? I don't get it. That is just so weird how it does that. And I don't have any cows yet. I've been trying to figure out how to freaking feed them. That's what I was doing the last 30 minutes on silent. I couldn't find the trigger to dump the food. So I stopped the game, went in and was trying to contact this guy that made the mod and be like, hey man, where's the trigger for this TMR? And I just kept driving around. I found it by accident. I mean, it's just pure luck. I figured that, like I said, it's just weird that this is where the TMR goes. I don't understand that, because the manure should be on the other side. That just seems like it's gonna be a really shitty meal for those cows. I don't know, but unless that's supposed to be a TMR trigger, I don't know. I guess we'll find out once I get some cows in it. But for now, I'm going to go do... Where did I do the damn tractor? There it is. I'm going to go let this fill up with what I have left. Nope. There it is. And then we're going to get out. What do you think we should start with? 2, 4. I could do half. Let's do 4. I'll do 400 buffalo. That's what I really want to try. So it's got all the water. It's got all the food. It's got all the straw. Obviously, I'm not going to fit 230,850,000 liters of straw in here. I'm just not going to do that. That's just silly. I still believe it's picking up the extra storage from my underground storage over there. This trigger's a little iffy. There it goes. Go all the way down. So here's your water buffalo. 400. Go big or go home, I guess. All right, 400 it is. So now you can buy 250 at a time now. So it used to be only 60 at a time, but we're going to drop it down to 200. I don't want to do 500. There's 200. That sucks that it doesn't hold it like it used to. You used to be able to just... Alright, so there's 400. Really doesn't seem like 400. That one's just chilling in the sun. They look pretty good. Alright, let's go add 400 to this one, and then I gotta put straw and all kinds of crap in all the other ones. I haven't put any water, straw, or anything in the other ones, so that'll give us 800 to start. I haven't seen any good chicken barns yet. I've been looking because I usually do a bakery, so I always have chickens with my cattle. So, yeah, I'll look for one. I'll find us one. Like, I really love the ones, the 1,000... Was it 5,000 or 1,000? I think it was 5,000 chickens and those ones on 22. Alright, there we go. There we go. Hey, I blend in with it. Maybe he thinks I'm just an appendage. It is. It's pretty good size. It really is. I mean, if you go to construction, it's pretty good sized. I had to do a lot of ground manipulation to get that sucker to work. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. I'll stay on this cow. I'll stay on this buffalo for a minute. So we got 2 going. That's 800. We're on our way. Let's see. We'll have, what's that? So it's 2,500 for every 2. Bull riding. You know, it's funny to me that like chickens, you have to buy a rooster. I mean, you don't technically have to, but they give you the option to buy a rooster or a chicken. Horses, it's only horses. Buffalo, cows, it's only cows. There's no, heifer. There's no bull. It's just cows, just buffalo. I always found that a little weird because I feel like you should have at least 1 bull, 2 bulls. But, I don't know. I just find it odd. They want to talk about realism all the time. It's not very realistic to have all these cows or all these buffalo, and they're all, what do they all marry? And they get the Immaculate Conception in here. So, it's just me, or is that cow's udders, buffalo's udders glowy? They look awfully glowy. Like, wait till you see the milk that comes out of these. Right? Glowy red, they just been milked way too hard. But, like I said, so they're not going to run out of straw in these two barns anytime soon. Oh, they're starting to show up a little bit now. There's a few more in here. I want to go see. Okay, so the cows are gone. If you remember, before we had cows in here or anything in here, there. Oh no, their cows are still there. It's kind of weird. No. I haven't gotten any of the barns that have pastures to work yet. All the cow barns that have pastures, the manure's messed up, the auto feeders aren't working, so no, I haven't gotten any of those to work yet. It's weird that I got cows milking in here and I don't have any cows. All I got is buffalo. They should just left this empty. It's kind of a silly. Yeah, I wish there was a pasture, but the problem with the pastures is always it takes up so much landscape, and it's like I mean, I know cattle farms really don't have 16,000 acres of agricultural land and cow farms. It's generally, if you're a cow farmer, then you might have some fields of hay, but you're not going to have all the fields that I have. I think that's empty. Yep, I got to get some more hay. All right. I think I agree with you 1,000%. I think the cow pastures are 1,000% better looking. In my opinion, and this is just me, I feel like that. Let me just make a cow pasture any size that I want, and let the size of the cow pasture depend on how many cattle I can have. But the barn should be smaller. You don't need this size of a barn and then a huge cow pasture. As a matter of fact, I'd like to see it all separate. I'd like to be able to build me a cow pasture. And then on that cow pasture, once it's all fenced in, everything else should be able to connect to that fence. Everything should be able to connect to that fence. Like I have a separate barn for them to just go into. Maybe another separate barn for milking. And that's how the milk gets there. You don't have to see the cows going in there or anything like that. Doesn't have to get that realistic. But 100%. And there's one that's kind of close to that. If you go into construction, I don't remember. I think it was a mod. It's right here. It's a cattle pen buildable feedlot pack. And it holds 1,000 cattle. And see, this is what you get. And you can build the fence. So you can make it as large as you want. My issue with this is like there's no barn, and you have to go and find all the other triggers and stuff to add to it instead of having it all together. So in my opinion, maybe have a separate category under cattle to have the buildable items like this one. It's just too big of a pain in the ass to go figure out where everything is. And I'm assuming that this cow pasture is 1,000 cows. Well, I mean, that's what I'm talking about, though. It basically, is everything do it yourself. So okay, so this is a really good start, though. So you start with this, and you can actually determine the size of the pasture. Because when you put this down, it comes up and says, do you want to edit? And you hit yes. Make it as large as you want. But like I said, the problem with that is, though, then you got to go find out where, all the rest of the triggers are. And I don't even remember. I think they're in silos, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Manure heap. That's not it. There it is right there. Filling area. Buildable feedlot pack. So, filling area. I don't even know what the hell that means. I don't think so. I think if they actually put it, like I said, if they made it a separate category, or perhaps that when you build it, you can click on it again And do you want to add this? Do you want to add that? Do you want to add that? That'd be fine with me. But when you put everything in separate areas in the game and you got to try to hunt them down and figure out where everything's at, that's where you're saying it's too much, and I agree. We need a separate category. I want to be able to get my cow pasture, and then it should list it. This is your trigger for, your fill trigger. This is your manure trigger. This is your slurry. This is your milk. But it doesn't do that. I mean, it kind of does. Like, see, here's your open heat. This is your manure. This is where you fill. But that's it. And it's like, that doesn't make any sense to me, really. So, that's my problem with that particular one. Yeah, we're on the same page. So, let's leave that. I'm going to get this water. I'm going to go ahead and let that fill up with all the TMR. I kept speeding up, and I've made a shit ton of TMR for this thing, so. I mean, with each one holding 1 million liters, I knew I was going to need a crap ton. Damn, I just passed that up big time. This tractor, this case, this particular one, this is one of, my favorite tractors, but it does not like to stop. So we got 100,000 liters in here. We'll go fill it back up. This is the other reason why I chose this spot for my cattle, is this free little pond over here. And you can just drop in and fill up your tanker. My tractors need a snorkel. I mean, they technically do, because there it is, but just being facetious. Alright, now I have to do this a couple of times. What I'm probably going to end up doing, hey, you said yesterday the TLX was kind of crappy. Yeah, I'll do a video on it today, on the TLX. I kind of went over it a little bit yesterday, but I'll do a separate video on that TLX. It is definitely not the Farming Simulator 22 TLX, which unfortunately is just a complete letdown. But yeah, I'll do a video on it today. There we go. I'm curious. Oops. Oh man, TLX hands down was the best in that game. It sucks that it's not. I don't want to get too much into it because I make the video, but yeah, it's just not the same. %, not the same. I feel like Giants, Giants is the maker of Farming Simulator. I feel like maybe they spanked him a little bit, and he made changes that nobody's gonna like or want. I've already seen the comments online about it, so yeah, I'll do a video on that today, and we'll get it released. I'll have to get a tanker for each one of these barns, because this sucks having to fill each one up. We need an auto water feeder. I think, I'm telling you, man. I mean, well, he's the one that gave us the multi-fruit silo with the pallet spawn on it now. He gave us the Winter Wolf, with the TLX, the X2 attachments. I mean, yeah, man, he had he had the best auto-loading pallet trailer in the game as well. That TLX trailer was the best in the game. Best. Period. And now we get... It's like he just took out a dildo and smacked us all in the face with it with this thing. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. Alright, we'll get some water in this thing. 'Cause I don't know how much water these buffalo... They're water buffalo, so I don't know if that means they're going to drink more water. Do they like to live in water? Yeah, I know what his explanation is, and I'll save it for the video. But I don't agree with his explanation. I think it's the passive aggressive way out, if you ask me. But that's just me. Because how long did it take him to get this thing approved for 25? So it's almost, like I said, it's almost like, they slapped him around a little bit, and he finally caved and made the deal. So I don't get it. But that's why I'm assuming that he made this stupid ass deal with them to get his truck on here. And I'm like, there are other ways you could have released that TLX. I mean, for some reason, he does not submit his mods like everybody else does. You can literally go on and get everybody's mods. It could be. Well, I mean, if you think about it logically, though, I mean, not every mod is submitted through the mod hub. Obviously. This dairy barn is not submitted through the mod hub. So if he really, really wanted his true TLX truck released on 25, he very well could have just sent it to, like fs25.net. Not all of those are approved. As a matter of fact, a lot of those mods even tell you, hey, this is in the, the early stages. There's going to be updates to this, yada, 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 yada. So he could have released it that way, but he chose not to. Oh yeah, it'll be a burner for sure. And it's such a shame because I've always talked nothing but good things about 82 Studios. That's the guy that makes the TLX line is 82 Studios. That's who does that. And it's such a letdown. That's the one thing that I've always promised everybody that follows me. And no, I'm not the biggest streamer in the world, but I promise you I will never cave to any of these corporate knob gobblers. I'm just not going to do it. If they tell me, hey, we'll send you a free game, but you gotta start giving us good reviews, well, you can go fuck yourself, because I'm not doing that. I'm going to give you the review that you deserve. And that's what I've always done. And that's why I started streaming, because I got tired of all these knob gobblers out there. Oh, this is the best mod in the world. You're going to shit when you get this mod. And then I get it, and it's a piece of crap. So I was like, you know what? We need somebody out there that's going to stream and do videos and give us real reviews. I give you the good and I give you the bad. If it's a good mod, I tell them it's a good mod. Give them a good review. If it's a crap mod, I'm going to tell you. I don't like it. You may, but I don't like it. And that's the real reason I started doing all this. 600,000. I wish we had a bigger water tanker too. This 200,000 crap. I need that 2 million liter tanker. The only problem with it is it takes 16 weeks to fill it up. And another 16 weeks to unload it. I think I'm going to soften this a little bit more. Oh, he's finally done. Oh, so I got something else for you guys. You ready to hear this shit? Let me swing over to... here it is. So, if you remember correctly, in 22... I'm going to go into my downloads. So, if you remember in 22... planters and seeders. All planters. Obviously, we know that planters are different than seeders. Planters did what? Potatoes. Well, potato was actually different at the time, but it was like cotton, sunflower. Let's just go in here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if you go into planters, you see here, so you got corn, sunflower, cotton, things of that nature, right? But even the Kinsey multi-fruit planter did sugarcane. Guess what? There are no planters that do sugarcane anymore. None. No mods. Because my Kinsey is a mod. And it does every freaking thing in the game except sugarcane. Yeah. So what they did was they separated that as a specialty, kind of like they did everything else. So it's like you go down here, it's like, okay, so your beet harvester, your beet loading, potato planters, and I mean, look at that. So there's that's the one I just downloaded that mod. The original one only does potatoes. This one does potatoes, sugarcane, and poplar. But none of the regular planters or seeders do sugarcane anymore. And the same thing with your harvesters. If you remember correctly, your harvester, even the Colossus harvester for the root crops, did sugarcane, sugar beets? Not anymore. The only harvester you're going to be able to get now is an actual sugarcane harvester that goes 6 miles per hour and 2 meters. What is it, like 3 feet? Good morning, Mr. Pirate. How are you? Man, that's going to take a lifetime. I can't wait to see how long this is going to take. I'll be here now. When I log in 6 weeks from now, we'll still be seeing this guy plant this sugarcane. This is why I never did these crops, because it's like I never wanted to do this, because it's, I mean, this is a little bit better, but it's not like the other ones. But you don't have to roll these crops, so that's a plus. But yeah, watch this crap. Once the AI figures out how to get his head out of his ass. Spring allergies, man. Well, you know, if the weather could figure out what it wanted to do, I mean, like right now, I think Mother Nature just wants to destroy everything and flood everything. But the weather could never figure out what it wants to do. It's 70 degrees one day and then 25 the next. Look, that dude's going to be out there for 16 weeks planting that sugarcane. This is why I never did sugar beets or sugarcane or root crops in 22 for such a long time. You're not going to tell me that in today's technology that's what they're using. You're not. We'd never have sugar. 1920 possibly, but he's going to go around that little stick. Let me get out of your way, buddy. Go ahead. Can I get that? Oh, it's an actual, I think it's an actual, I think it's Control S, Alt S. Oh, it won't let me pick it up. It's a stump that I missed. He literally went around it. But yeah, you could be out there for like 16 weeks. You wait and see. Luckily, we have other things to do than sit here and watch this guy. I mean, you could sit back and just kind of chill. Oh, I gotta get that tractor off there. Let me get him out of here. Did he finish the whole field? I didn't even check. It looks like he did. Looks like he did pretty good. I see a couple missed spots up here. Like here. A few spots, but he did pretty good. I hit the stupid cross. Yeah, spring allergies, man, they suck. I hate it. I hate allergy season. Just blows. I was sneezing earlier, so I get it. Although I don't have allergies as bad as most, but I would suggest that all this smoking is probably not helping me in any fashion when it comes to allergies or anything. So, all right. All right, let's go finish this. Oh, you've only done 19? 22 was really, really good, bro. It really, really was. And I think you said you're on console, right? Pretty sure that's what you told me, you were on console. Uh, 19, if I'm not mistaken, was a lot of people's favorite farming simulator. Yeah, so 19 was definitely a favorite. 22, I think, is probably pretty solid. I mean, it's got a few glitches here and there, and nothing major, but it was definitely 100% solid game for sure. Yeah, and on console, there's really good mods for it too. Really good mods out there. Wait. I should have taken all that. Should have 800,000. I got it. All right. I kind of missed 22. I've considered going back and doing some live streams on Deadwood. Because the gold mining on Deadwood is really good. And yeah, on Deadwood you could do mining, logging, and farming, so it was pretty good. I never played Car Mechanic. I never played it. I didn't even know it was really a thing, to be honest. And that's what is that on PS4? Damn it, stupid tree. You like you said that was on PS4? Let's take a look. Well, interestingly enough, it is also on Steam, my friend. Huh. Oh, you can actually drive them and race them around too? It's on Steam for like $8. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. So, like I said, you can drive them around, or OG Car Mechanic Sim was Steam only at first, I believe. Probably so. Most games are. But the Car Mechanic 21 is, like I said, it's like $8. So, it looks pretty interesting. You know what? Add to wish list. I'm sure it's not But you know what? My favorite racing game, and as far as I'm concerned, and I know that Gran Turismo's been around a long time, but I'm going to be honest, the only racing game that I feel like is worth playing is Forza. Forza is probably one of the best racing games out there, hands down. I mean, I love Forza racing. My wife still plays and races my Ghost. Because it's not on PlayStation, and I quit playing Xbox. So I didn't have Forza anymore. But it is on Steam. But I think it was Forza Horizon 3. 60 hours. That's a lot of hours, bro. That's a lot of hours for one game. May have to try it for $8. Why not, right? Now I'm curious, are these two cow barns going to pick each other up? Like that other one did. But I don't think it ever picked up the water anyway, so. Nope. Yeah, I might check it out. Now you're a gamer. You're an old school gamer. Do you remember? It was only on PC. I've never seen it on console. So there was an old game. It was a city builder, and I like city builders a lot. Like city builders are probably in my top 5 games that I love to play. I mean, it really is, and it's got to be close to 1 or 2. But anyways, it was called Pharaoh. I mean, that's a pretty old game now, but man, I used to play the crap out of that game. I may end up putting... Oops. I've still yet to get all these trees out of here. Oh, I love cars, dude. I've always done my own work. I've never, but if it's anything that I can do, I do it myself. But I mean, what people fail to understand though is that you never played Pharaoh. Like I say, it's old now, man. I mean, we're talking old. I mean, I remember playing that on like one of my first computers. My first computer was like 2001. Had like 256 megabytes of RAM. There you go, SimCity. I like SimCity though. I'm trying to think of what that SimCity was. With it had the expansion pack for highways or something. I played that. When I met my wife, I had that game on disc still, so. Luckily, I got lucky, and my wife's a pretty avid gamer, too. So, that's always a plus. Always a plus. Now, what I'll probably end up doing is I'll buy a tanker for each barn and just fill it and leave it at each one. Yeah, I remember SimCity being on SNES, man. Yep. Everybody had a SNES back in the day. Come on. If you didn't have a SNES, what were you even doing? Even before that, that Duck Hunter, I think it was called, wasn't it? Duck Hunt? Duck Hunt. We used to go to people's houses and play Duck Hunt for hours. I know that's before Super Nintendo, but I'm just saying that everybody got a Nintendo. Then everybody got the Super Nintendo. And that's when it really opened up and Sega came out and, you know, Altered Beast, things of that nature. So I think Dungeons and Dragons, Children of the Sun, old school gaming right there. But Altered Beast, I remember playing Alter Beast at the arcade, the old stand-up arcades at the malls. I hated that game, but I played the crap out of it. It was just so hard. So hard. Come on. There it goes. I want to try something too. Oh, I agree, dude. I mean, it's a different time, though, you know? Definitely a different time. Alright, I want to try and see if I can get this to work. We're going to put it, like, right here. This is bulk expansion. All right. I'm very curious. And there it is. It picked it right up. I was wondering if it would. Now, is this one going to pick it up, though? Or am I going to put one over here, too? Amazing between 1990 and 2000. Oh, 100%, man. 100%. I can't agree with you more. And the fact that it just continues to go, you know? It's like, so if you look at it this way, since you said 90 to 2000, but I would say even further than that. Between 2000 and just 2012. Yeah, probably so. I honestly don't recall, but I'd say you're right. Oh, 100%. 100%. Just gaming in general was completely different. Completely different. I mean, it blew up, man. I mean, when I grew up, I mean, you know, we had an Atari 2600, you know? So it's like, I understand the technology boom more than a lot of people understand. It's like, and like I said, if you go a little further, go to 2000 to 2012. I mean, think about this. So 2001, I paid $2,000 for a computer that had 256 megabyte of RAM and a 60 gig hard drive, and that was the top of the line computer for then. And now today, 24 years later, you really don't need to buy a computer that has less than, I'll be modest and say 16 gigabytes of RAM. And this game requires 16 gigabytes of RAM, but it uses 20. So, you know, the technology boom, like you said, between 90, it just blew up, man. It blew up. We could go a little further and go into conspiracies and say the technology boom was because of crashed spaceships. But it's definitely a conspiracy theory that's out there. But yeah, it's crazy how much technology has changed, and I mean, just going back to Super Nintendo, man, it's just nuts. Now my son has all those. Oh, the 2X CD-ROM drives? Yeah, man. Yeah. Now, I'm going to say an unpopular opinion. I think Sega, was it Saturn? Was that first? I think Sega Saturn was an awesome system. I loved it. I thought it was great. It's not a very popular opinion, but I thought it was fantastic. Let me check on this guy. This is going to be funny because I don't think he's even made it all the way around yet. He's still got that one line. Look, he's just going around. Do-do-do. Well, he looks like he's... Oh, he's right there. We'll see you next year, buddy. Next spring, you'll have all that sugar cane down. Oh, yeah, Dreamcast, man, Dreamcast. You know, it's funny because I didn't get the Dreamcast. I didn't. And to this day, I wish I would have at least got it to experience it, but I never bought it. Because what was that game on Myst? That was a big game when the CDs started coming out. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of nuts, really, if you think about it. How many things were really just ahead of its time and just bombed, which is just crazy to me to think about. And the fact that Sega was ahead of everybody, I felt like, and they still went out of it. I mean, they didn't really technically go out of business, but they're not making consoles anymore. Oh, here's one for you, dude. Do you remember the Superman game on Nintendo? Fly through the rings. That's all you did. You changed the phone booth and then flew through the rings. I think the only worse game than that Superman game was E.T. for Atari. Yeah, it's kind of nuts if you go back and you just think about all the things, you know. It really is nuts. We've come such a long way, technology-wise. We really have. Now it's almost unheard of if there's not a web browser on a console, you know? So... And hell, I remember when Xbox 360 came out. That was like the best thing since like sliced bread, everybody thought. You know, somewhere around here, I'm going to be honest with you, somewhere around here, I still have my 360. And the only reason I kept it was because I got that red ring of death and I had a buddy that was just a genius with computers. And he fixed it, but he also put a new disk drive in it so I could play burnt games instead of just a disc. It was a modded Xbox 360, and it was fantastic because I didn't have to buy games anymore. I was getting games for like $20. Of course, I bought them from him, so I mean, he's still making a ton of money, but still. A long time ago. Damn, man. I don't think you can even mod any of the consoles nowadays. I mean, I've heard of like what they quote-unquote call jailbreaking, but I don't think it's a real thing. I don't think that you can do like what they say. Man, I messed up that stupid field. Look at that. All the way across there. I put this cow barn down. Shit, I have to fix that. Yeah. Yeah, they did. About the only thing they won, because they sure didn't. They sure didn't win it with the Zoom. Yep, 100%. And I had a PS1 and a PS2. I think I skipped No, I had a PS3, didn't I? I don't remember. I think I went back to Xbox. And then I hated the Xbox One S. And I went back to PS4. And I got a PS5 now. And now I got a PC. again. But yeah, Xbox. Yeah. Oh, 100%. And then that Nintendo Wii hit the market and just blew up, man. People crapped their pants over a Nintendo Wii. Which, I never got a Wii. I think my wife used to have one back in the day when she was out of college. I don't remember. My wife went to college, she was like 16, so she's super smart. She got like Sheldon brain. Smart. PlayStation 2 was a hell of a console, but, be honest, it did have its issues. I mean, when you got that dreaded, please insert a disc in the console, you know, after you put your disc in, that sucked. But yes, PlayStation 2 was probably one of the best consoles to hit the market for quite some time. And yeah, just about any game you could play. I mean, it had, I think probably still today, PS2 probably had one of the biggest libraries of games. Because wasn't PlayStation 2 the start of, it was definitely backwards compatible. Yeah. Definitely PlayStation, yeah, because hell yeah. Because PlayStation 2 was like the start of like like Siphon Filter, Metal Gear Solid, you know. And if you go back and you look, Siphon Filter was like game changing. I mean, whoever thought that you'd be playing a game and hiding in a box away from bad guys? Just throw a cardboard box out and you're hiding. Yeah, she's definitely a Wonder Woman, and that's her favorite comic book hero too, is Wonder Woman. So. Now, our nerd cards are a little bit different. Her nerd card is a little lower on the spectrum of nerdage than mine, but she's still a nerd. I gotta be careful. I'm just watching what I say. I am still married. And we get along great, too. That's a good thing. We get along great. We never fight. Been married 12 years. This will be our 13th year. This year, this May. So. But she's a big Sims player, so she loves the Sims. And that was just one game I could never get into. I could never get into the Sims. Uh-oh. Well, I said all good things. Told you. It's always right around the corner. And what's even funnier, Mr. Pirate, is that she's pretty northern and still a country girl. Married a country boy. Never. I mean, I've been in some big cities, but because she's up from like Chicago. But her parents own they had a cattle farm. What we got there? Anything? Nope. Well, that's not good news. No, 13 married this year. Yeah, see, she grew up on a farm right outside Chicago. No, we'll be married 13 years this year. Let me tell you something, bro. Her dad, salt of the earth, man. Salt of the earth. When he goes, if he doesn't get his wings, we're at 20 and 12. Been together 20 and married 12. Is that what that means? It's awesome. That's awesome. You just don't get to hear that very often anymore. All you hear now is, well, we were together about a year and we're divorced. Oh, Nutty Pirate said hello there, Blaze. Hundred percent. 100%. I thought that would stop. It's just okay. So we're gonna leave this sucker here, and we're gonna go get the rest of our TMR. Should be done by now. Oops. Oh, that's my wood chips. Like, what the hell is that? Oh, bro, I know I get myself in trouble better faster than everybody else. I don't need the help. But I made her coffee this morning. I didn't forget, so I'm safe for today. But I always make her coffee. I don't drink coffee, but she does. So. I think I filled that one all the way up. I think it was that barn up there that needed a little bit more. Mountain Dew is my coffee. Coffee is her coffee. And what's funny was is I was going to do a coffee commercial on here. There it is. But I don't really drink coffee, man. I don't really like the taste. I never have. But, yeah, make sure she got her coffee because, you know, some people without their coffee. I don't know if he sees that or not. Hey, man, she said that, to be fair, I'm impossible in the morning, so it's self-preservation for everybody that he makes coffee. Which is 1,000% true. 1,000% true. FFX. Nice. What's FFX? Final Fantasy X, right? Final Fantasy VII was the best one. Sorry. Without a doubt, Final Fantasy VII is the better one. Because if you weren't riding around on a chocobo, then I don't know what you were doing. You're the coffee drinker. She's not. Which is surprising because most people drink coffee. I mean, I don't know too many people that don't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I don't know too many people that don't. So it's unusual, really, I guess. All right. Man, I'm going through so much TMR. Yeah. I mean, I love playing Final Fantasy VII. Man, I love that game. But to me, I didn't have enough replay value after I played it, you know. So I once I stopped playing it, I never looked back. But I'm weird like that with a lot of games, though. It's like once I let go of it, it's gone in my head. It's just gone. So, and I played the crap out of Final Fantasy VII. I mean, months, maybe a year. And then after that, I was just done. Let me go down there and get these other cattle barns set up while I'm waiting on that to give me the rest of my straw. I should have enough to fill that. I don't think I have anything. Oh, yep, I got stuff that's ready to harvest. The corn is ready to harvest. Pretty crazy stuff, man. Pretty crazy stuff. Let me find... But Sims, that's a damn popular game, like I said. I mean, I know tons of people to play it. I just never myself got into it. And I see your wife likes it, my wife likes it, so, you know. Like I say, it's very, 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 very popular. But so is Fortnite, and I just refuse to play Fortnite. I will not play Fortnite. I don't care if I played Fortnite one time and I got monetized, I still wouldn't play it. Oh, nice. Yeah, good luck, because, I mean, those things are going to be crazy. Yeah, good luck with that. I really hope you guys get one. Oh, why do you gotta put it there? Now I gotta do this Austin Powers thing and try to get connected. I'll just move it out. Ugh. Oh, yeah. I don't know about Sims 2 Castaway. Blaze, do you? Yeah. That would suck. It's like you really like it, but it's just too much for the system. I hate that. Heard it, but never played it yourself, huh, Blaze? Why did it say growing? I could have sworn. Oh, it's just orange. It's not ready to harvest yet. It's crop types. I'm such an idiot. Okay, I was gonna say I didn't think it would be ready yet, but all right, that's okay. We got the harvester ready, so. Hey Blaze, do you remember whenever the harvester just stopped harvesting on that one live and I couldn't figure it out and I had to go buy those really cheap, shitty harvesters? It harvests now. I don't know what happened, but it works now. I think it was just some kind of game glitch. It's about time for lunch, isn't it? 100%. Is it Giants or was it the mod? I don't know. Everybody else that's in here, because Nutty Pirate, Blaze, they already follow. Do me a favor, hit that like and follow, help me out. I'm really trying to get into that creators program on Rumble. But if you're on Twitch or if you're on Kick or even on YouTube, I'm on all those platforms. I should be streaming to all those right now, so hit me up on those as well, please. Well, he's got 2 rows done. He's going to be out there for 16 weeks, I'm telling you. He ain't never going to get done with that. And this is exactly why I probably won't ever do sugarcane again. But I thought, what the hell, we'll go ahead. I mean, that wouldn't be too bad. Blaze, he said it was like exactly what you think it would be. You're marooned, like the movie Castaway, and you had to build a tropical island. You had to build from tropical island materials. I mean, that would be too bad. I'd play that. I have no idea what this AI is doing here. Yeah, it sounds like something you'd enjoy. I'm gonna go ahead and start driving to these and get me some cattle in here. Here, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Blaze, check this out. You wanna see something? You wanna see something? This one I'll do a little different. Here. Nice. Nice. Good for you. Here you go. This is for you, Blaze. I agree with you, Nutty Pirate. I think they should do a remaster. I'd try it. Now, where is it? If I was a baby cow, where would I be? There he is. Look. There you go, Blaze. Look how cute that is. If your dad was here, he'd be out there with a bottle, feeding that little sucker. Look, it can't even walk. It can't even walk because I chose it at 0 months old. Look, it's struggling to get up. Poor little thing. There it goes. Get up, buddy. There you go. Look. That's hilarious. Look at that. He can't walk. Oh, it hurts. Let me get you some friends. So now I got to do $3.99 because we got one little baby there. That's kind of the way to do it, is buy them young like that, but you just won't get any production out of them for quite some time. I mean, I could do babies in here, but we just won't get any production out of them for quite some time. Fuck it. Let's see what happens here. I do $1.99. That'll make it even. And we'll do another 200. We'll just do babies in this middle one here and see how. I want to see how it progresses because I've never done the babies before. I've only done adults. There he is. Look. Kind of look like deer. Oh shit, when I logged in. That's funny. Alright, have a good lunch. They are pretty cute, man. I can't deny it. They're cute as shit. They really are. Look at them. That's pretty cute stuff, man. I can't lie about that. Let me get you guys some straw. I just have to be careful how much I put in here, because now that I put that storage over there, it'll take like 200 million, and I don't want to do that. I'll do like 1 million, and that's about it. Because until I can harvest more fields, this is all the straw I got. It's not done yet, so we'll give it a little longer. Should I do babies again, or should I get the adults? I got 2 cow barns with adults. Let's do babies. The babies are kind of cute, so. And they're cheaper. Little red one. They look like deer. Well, my wife would tell you that's why she doesn't take me anyplace. Let me tell you a funny story, man. Listen to this. So, back when we lived in the city before we moved out here to the country, which is much better. But anyways, she went to get her nails done, and I was like, well, I'm not going to sit in here and wait, so I'm going to go down to the pet store. Now, mind you, this pet store we'd already gotten 2 dogs from. We bought 2 full-blooded Cocker Spaniels from them. We kept one we bought for my son, but situation came up where his roommate was antagonizing me while he was in a cage, so he still has a little bit of weirdness with that, so we took him back. But anyways, I go into this pet store, and they had like 2 black Cocker Spaniel puppies. Tell me, when my wife came out of the getting her nails done, I was sitting in the car with a black Cocker Spaniel puppy. You can't send me to a pet store. It's just that simple. And if I got the money, it's coming home. Pretty simple stuff. Unfortunately, he was very young, and he passed away at 6 because he had some kind of spinal degenerative disease that no one knew about. So we had to put him down last year. Very sad thing, because he was a good dog. But they said they wouldn't have known about it because they don't check for that kind of stuff. But you can't send me to a pet store, dude. And if I used to have fish tanks, you can't send me to a fish store because I'll end up with fish. I'm an animal lover for sure. Alright, so they're all full. Now I just gotta wait to get the straw. We're gonna eat about 3 million. Hopefully I got enough. I wouldn't mind having some chickens, but aren't they really expensive to take care of, though? I mean, I know they can eat just about anything, but I mean, to actually feed chickens, it can be expensive. I mean, I know I could just sell some chickens in the backyard, and I'm pretty sure they'd survive, but not in the winter. You have to have chicken feed in the winter, and they eat a crap ton from what I understand. So, Let's go see what we can put in these barns here. Yeah, it sucks, man. It was weird too, dude, because he was fine. And then he jumped from our ottoman to the couch, which wasn't a jump, really. He just kind of, you know, bolted over to the couch, and he slipped, and he yelped, and within 2 hours, he lost complete control of his back legs. I couldn't get him to a vet till Monday morning. That was Saturday. By Monday morning, when I took him at 8 o'clock in the morning, he had lost all control over his bowels. So yeah, we just had to put him down. We had to put him down. He was down by 10 a.m. that morning. It was terrible. Worst thing I've ever had to do. I guess I better open that gate. I wonder if I can do it without opening the gate. I bet not. Nope, you can. Sweet. Let's change that to the green door. We'll give about $1 million in here. Yeah, it sucks. But they don't live forever, unfortunately, so, you know. That's only 383,000? That's it? I could have sworn I put more in there now. And I'm wondering if these two are connected now. They are. See, that's crazy to me, how that's working. So we'll go ahead and dump it all in here. I'll give it all to him. There it goes. I'll just put it all in these two, and then I'll just buy some straw for the other cow barn for now. When I harvest next month, I'll have enough straw, so no big deal there. It's gonna take it all for sure. Yeah, that sucks, man. Yeah, I'm sorry too. That sucks. I hate to hear that. I do. Why is there a tree in here? There's a damn tree inside the barn. I'll have to get the... Oh, no, I can cut it down. I don't know why there's a tree in here all of a sudden. Yeah, that's what they said about mine, that no one would have known because they don't check for that kind of stuff. It's just not anything they check for when they go vet visits and things like that. So, yeah. So he was probably born with a defect in his spine, and it was a degenerative spine issue. And they showed me a scan of his spine, too, and it was just terrible. It was pretty terrible. Like I said, I guess, yeah, it sucks, but it happens, you know. I was with him to the end of it, though, man. I sat there and, you know, when they gave him the shot and held him in my arms and everything, you know. So it was pretty shitty. I hated it. I don't know why that's making that click noise. It sounds like shit. There we go. So I'll just go buy some more straw for the other one. And for a cat to have a defect and a spine issue is kind of weird too, because that's just not anything you ever hear about. It is not anything you ever hear about. I mean, because I've had cats and they're kind of crazy, so. Alright, so let's check on these guys. Let's see how they're doing there. Their health probably hasn't come up yet, so. Oh, it's up 10%. 10%. That's good. And they're drinking a little bit of water, too. Oh, there's already 50 liters of buffalo milk in there. No manure yet. A little bit of slurry. Interesting. And we are on our way to our cattle empire. Staying on top cow, 18 months to 2 years max. Yeah. No, 100%. I mean, it's 6 years old. That for mine too. Yeah, I'm with you. It sucks. I mean, they're eating the shit out of that straw, but they're not eating any TMR. Interesting. Give me that milk. Give me that milk. All right, Bob. I appreciate you coming in. Nice chat. I will see you if you're on. I'll be on tonight again too if you get on. But I won't be here this weekend. We got some tweaking to do on this software and stuff. So, but have a great day and have a great weekend, my man. Good chat as always. Oh, 100%. Yeah, I'll probably get it here in a little bit. Yeah, I'll check it out. You too, my man. I'll see you later. Alright, let me get back in my tractor. We'll go check on this sugar cane over here and see what he's doing. I probably need to go buy another. I have another sugar cane planter, but it's base game and I really didn't want it. So I'm probably going to sell it. He's gonna, like I say, he's gonna be here for 16 weeks, man. I don't even serious. I don't even see him. Like I say, sugarcane takes so much seed, though. It takes more seed to plant sugarcane than any other crop that I'm aware of. Now, I could be wrong. That's just my opinion. Because I've actually used a Kinsey on 22, and I'd have to fill that sucker up sometimes 3 times, depending on the size of the field. So it definitely takes more sugarcane or seed for sugarcane than anything else that I'm aware of. Even the other root crops. I don't know about potatoes because I don't do potatoes. I wanted to look at something while I'm thinking about it. Factories, selling points, greenhouses. This is what I wanted to look at. There's strawberries. There we go. So this one is grapes, olives, peas. And there's this new one here, this greenhouse wood production. Now this was interesting too, because look at this: carrots, the spinach, lettuce, peas, strawberries. So this one's very interesting. Takes manure, seeds, water, fertilizer. I don't know what that box is, because it looks like it puts it on pallets, and I don't want it on pallets, so I won't be using that. You might be able to put it on distribute, I guess, and see how it does, but I really don't want pallets. That's what I like about these. is that herbicide, seeds, water, and let's see, herbicide, fertilizer, water, and seeds. Yeah, this is the ones from like 22. There's just no cotton and no sugar beets for this one. Let's see. Let's put 1, 2, 3. There we go. We got 6 in there now. So we'll get some. I need to go check on one other thing. Man, that's a big sugarcane field. He's going to be there forever. All right. We need to jump in this guy. Oh, there's one out there. So we're finally we'll be at 42,000 liters on our liquid lime factory. It's taking forever to fill this thing. I don't know how much we're going to need. So I was trying to wait a little bit to see how much how much fuller we can get it. So it's got plenty of lime. The water's getting a little low. I got a tanker here, but it has the distributor. But this distributor, I'm gonna be honest with you, sucks. If you're looking for a water distributor, don't get this one. It sucks. Because it just sucks. It never produces any electrical charge. It's just the worst. There's another one that I'm going to look at. I think it's under factories. Oh, selling points, my bad. I wanted to see if this one will do any better. Maybe. I thought it wasn't. Maybe it's under silos. I can't. There it is right there. Extract water from underground aquifer to distribute to your greenhouses and other production sites that need it, or refill your tanks wherever you want. So I thought about putting one in here, and then I'm going to go over here to the greenhouses, and we'll put a couple. I don't know how many we need, but I'll put a couple in. They don't cost that much, so about $3 grand each. No big deal. All right. Here we go. Perfect. Let's check it out and see what's going on here. Like I said, I don't know. I think I have to go in and activate each one. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah. So we'll go to this one first. All right, so activate, distribute. Distribute. I forgot if I put them all on activate. There we go. Activate. Activate. Shoot. Distributing. There we go. So they should all be distributing out. It'll distribute, it looks like up to 1 million liters of water. And I put one in basically for each greenhouse, so we'll see what happens. I sure do miss our old water pump from 22. Alright, so fruit greenhouses. So it's green beans, grapes, peas, and spinach. And I will just set them all to sell. This is going to make us some good money. Okay. So it's ready as soon as it starts getting its water. And I gotta of course put the seeds and everything in it. So, wow, did you see that? Hang on a second. Oh, 100,000. I was like, I didn't know if it was going to pick up the storage like everything else has been doing. So, and it doesn't look like it is going to pick up any excess storage, which is fine. Just got to wait and see if those water pumps are going to do their thing that they're supposed to. And we'll go from there. But I think that's going to do it for our 2 hours today. As always, I appreciate everybody coming in. The nice chats we had today. Hit that like and follow. Help me out. As always, you can find me on Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Hit me up. Like and follow. I appreciate everybody. As always, have a great weekend, and I will see you guys tonight. But if I don't, you have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.